What's going on, everybody? It's Tim, and welcome to Stock Picks by Tim. And today in this video, I'm going to talk about Volta, and the ticker on that is going to be VLTA. Now, first off, we're going to go to the charts, then we're going to look over an article, and of course, I'll leave you a link below for that. And let's get into it. Now, first off, you'll notice we are coming towards this uptrend, so this is one thing to keep an eye on. But another thing is that we are still bearish. We are still overall in a downtrend. We are still bearish, and we're unable to hold over the 8, 13, or 21-day EMA on the candles, and the RSI is pointing down. But one thing to consider here is that when you go to the 1 month and the 5-day, we are oversold on the RSI. But the trend is still down, and keep an eye on this though. If this continues, might be pretty good. I mean, we did see a really red day overall in the market. A lot of the small caps got just totally beat down towards the end of the day, and if it's a market-wide thing, sometimes you can take advantage depending on the stock. I've definitely been taking advantage with stocks like Volta, Indy, CleanSpark, Matterport, SoFi, Palantir. There's a lot. There's definitely a lot. There's still a lot of fear, and these can come down farther. Now, we did have a low of $4 on Volta, so it's definitely possible for us to retest that level. But it doesn't necessarily have to, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to, but of course it can. So if you want to be patient with this and haven't gotten in on this one yet, maybe dollar cost average and add more heavier if we see the low $4 range. But I'm not telling you what to do. That's just what I would potentially do if I didn't have shares. But I do currently have shares, so what I'm doing is I'm just continuing to average through when I can. When I just think of Volta and decide to add, if I like the current price, I'll add some Volta. So I'm buying this one on weakness, and it's just overall market weakness. It has nothing to do with the company. It doesn't have to do with Volta the stock. It just has to do with the overall market, all the fear in small caps. And I'm going to get into a couple more things here, but that's basically the chart. Keep an eye on this trend, see if we can break it. It does look like we're starting to. We'll see coming up on Monday here. It was definitely a pretty rough couple of days. We did have a nice little pop, but everything's been lately pulling back, and I'm taking advantage of it. I see it as a great opportunity to just add more. And I did cover this in my last Volta video. We have an average of $1150 for a price target, representing 140% upside with a strong buy, 4 ratings, although the most recent one, this says 2 days ago, it was really more like a week ago. But our recent one was a price target of $10 by a 5-star analyst. So that's one thing to consider. Analysts are thinking highly of Volta. Now, you don't want to just pile all your money into some stock that an analyst likes, or even a YouTuber for that matter. But it is good to know that there are some analysts, some high-ranking analysts at that are bullish on the stock, And now here's the article, and I will leave you guys a link, as I said, of course. And it's basically about their expansion into Europe. And I'm going to read a quote here by Chris Wendell, the co-founder and president. Europe continues to be a top priority in our expansion strategy, and it's been encouraging to see such a positive response from the market as we continue to connect clean miles to commerce and help our partners meet their business and climate goals. Our intelligent charging network is built around understanding and guiding the ongoing shifts in consumer and driver behavior, which means better outcomes for business and shoppers alike. We look forward to continuing to grow our European footprint and cultivating more mutually beneficial partnerships with retail, commercial, and media partners along the way. And here's an owner of a store here that says, "My clients have adopted Volta's unique charging stations very quickly and enthusiastically. As soon as they turn them on, customers showed satisfaction with the charging experience, while the advertising model aroused real interest in terms of local communication. I'm proud to be the first French site deployed with the Volta EU team." So they are now in Switzerland, Germany, and France, expanding into Europe, and that's a great thing for Volta. And like I've said before, you don't have to just go all into ChargePoint or even all into Volta. You can kind of split between the two. So then if anything of course, a lot of times they're going to trade together. When one's up, the other one's going to be up for the most part. But if there was, say, a short report for one, the other one might not suffer as much. So that's one thing to consider. You don't want to just go throw everything into one stock, or even if you're diversified, you can diversify further by going into multiple stocks in that same sector that you like. I am very, very bullish on ChargePoint, but I'm also bullish on Volta. And I'm going to continue to just, hold these for the long term and buy into this fear. Now, that being said, of course, these can definitely come back to their all-time lows. You know, it's definitely possible. We could definitely see charge point testing 10, and we could see Volta coming back towards 4, even, you know, testing the 3s. I think it's pretty unlikely though. I think we're very near the bottom. You know, you can't really time the bottom out, but once you see something at a price you like, you know, it's time to add, in my opinion. So that's what I'm gonna do. But that's basically it for the video, guys. Just a little bit of kind of what I've been thinking, what I've been looking at with Volta lately. And thanks as always. And if you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe. I put out videos every day, and until next time, peace.